So when I did a beginner's guide to J-rock, there was one big subgenre that I pretty much ignored, and that was shoegaze. And the reason for that is because there is far too much good stuff out there to just limit it down to like one song. So that's what this video is for. Here's your beginner's guide to Japanese shoegaze. For this video, I'm gonna introduce you to 5 bands who I think are essential to the modern scene. From bands who just recently broke up after years of innovation, to new rising groups you're gonna wanna watch, I wanna give you a good base to jump from so you're able to explore on your own afterwards. And personally, I think a great introduction to the world of Japanese shoegaze would be for Tracy Hyde. Formed in 2012 in Tokyo, they released 5 albums from their founding to their breakup in early 2023. And they were true visionaries in the scene. I think a lot of acts that would go on to get more widespread acclaim are indebted to them. Think artists like Paranul, the indie darling Korean shoegaze artist, or Universe Nakoko, the popular anime dream pop band. For Tracy Hyde definitely had an influence on both of their groups. But despite that, they never quite got the recognition I feel they deserved. They always kind of straddled the line between dream pop and shoegaze, and that makes them perfect for an introductory role. You get that beautiful wall of noise without having like 10 layers of feedback thrown at you. Cause trust me, there are plenty of artists that will just assault you with feedback. And while that kind of music has its place, I do prefer the bittersweet guitars and melodicism that bands like For Tracy Hyde offer. And I'm gonna start with what I think is their best song, Can Little Birds Remember. If I had to give you one song to get into Japanese shoegaze, it's this one. For one, it's in English, which is actually important for people who aren't too familiar with Japanese stuff. For two, this song is just plain beautiful. The chorus is fantastic, the guitars are epic and soaring, and the vocal duet just sounds pretty. It's really, really good. I also want to talk about their best and, sadly, last album, Hotel Insomnia. For Tracy Hyde went out on a high note by putting 2 of their best songs ever right at the end of that. Subway Station Revelation has a beautiful rush of a chorus that never gets old, and Leave the Planet has a final minute that is a fitting ending to a band who always left it all on the court. It throws some completely out of left field electronics into the mix, and it's disorientating in the best way possible. It feels like you're ascending to space. For Tracy Hyde just broke up a couple of months ago as of when this video is coming out, but the main songwriter Azusa Suga is active in another group called April Blue, and he produces for some idol groups like Ray. So there's more out there like this if you know where to look. For Tracy Hyde is a great starting point, and really just a great band in general, who never quite got their dues. Next up is a band that just returned from hiatus pretty recently, Tokyo Shoegazer. The name really says it all there. They're a shoegaze band, and they're from Tokyo. They were formed back in 2010, and they released 2 albums, Crystallize and Turnaround, before taking a hiatus and coming back last year with Moonworld Playground, which is one of my favorite albums of 2022. The first song I want to highlight from them is Bright, which is an 8.5-minute epic from Crystallize. The combo of the insanely pretty verse sections and the heavenly vocals in the chorus makes this an essential song in the genre. The chorus guitar just envelops your ears. It makes it so easy to get lost in this song. It's an effect a lot of shoegaze tries to create, and also a lot of shoegaze fails to create. Tokyo Shoegazer pulls it off masterfully here. I also want to talk about a couple songs from Moonworld Playground, because this album has 3 of the best shoegaze songs ever. They swapped singers from their early run to now, but their new singer is just as great, so it's cool. That is very apparent on the track Constellations. It's actually pretty similar in feeling to Bright, with more heavenly vocals and more guitar sections that wash you under the waves. It's awesome. Towards the end of the album, there's also the 2-song combo of Moondive and Paradise. Moondive is the best drumming I've ever heard in shoegaze, just straight up. It is fucking perfect on this song. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. Paradise is a much simpler track, but it makes up for it with an amazing chorus drop that kicks your ass every time. It also features probably the best vocals on the album, like even better than Constellations, which is an achievement. Tokyo Shoegazer is a band that's super good at the whole wall of sound aspect of shoegaze. I don't know how they do their guitars, but they sound perfect, and every other band should do it like them. Also, during Tokyo Shoegazer's hiatus, everyone but the singer went to play in a band called CQ, who are not fully shoegaze, but are good and are worth a check out. At least Disco Crimson, like that song's fantastic. Next up, not to be confused with My Bloody Valentine, is My Dead Girlfriend. While Tokyo Shoegazer goes for, I guess, an angelic sound, My Dead Girlfriend does the exact opposite. You might be able to tell from just the band name, but they lean very hard into the depressing and edgy, both in sound and in lyrics. Their most popular release is their first album, Hades, The 9 Stages of Change at the Deceased Remains. And the best song on it is the opener, Kanojo ga Sumetaku Waratara. This song is produced perfectly. There's a ton going on in it, and despite being a shoegaze song, you can still pick out all the little nuances. The best part is the drumming, especially throughout the verses, and the duet vocals where they both sound like demons from hell also adds a lot to the vibe. My personal favorite songs from them though come from elsewhere in their discography. My favorite release from them has to be their EP Shaman's Daughter. It's one of my favorite EPs of all time and was one of the first Japanese music CDs I ever got. It's special to me. The two best songs on this are the first one, The Secret of Sunflowers, and the fourth one, Iliad. The Secret of Sunflowers sounds so dark, but is simultaneously bursting with life. This song constantly feels like it's about to burst at the seams, with all the cool new sounds being thrown at you throughout its 4.5 minutes. The vocals are also delivered with a sense of urgency. That's something that isn't super common in shoegaze, but it works perfectly here. Meanwhile, Iliad is great for much simpler reasons. It has an awesome riff. The guitar is so fucking cool on this song. Like, yeah, the chorus is good, yeah, the singing's good, but you're coming back to this for the super cool riffs and the fantastic drumming that's once again on display here. It's much simpler than songs like Kanojo ga Sumetaku Waratara, but this might be my favorite song in their whole discography. It's a wonderful shot of energy. If you're looking for an entryway into a slightly noisier kind of shoegaze, but one that still isn't assaulting your ears with 20 layers of feedback, try My Dead Girlfriend. Just be prepared to get a little sad sometimes. The next band I want to talk about here is Yuragi, mostly for their first two EPs, those being Nightlife and Still Dreaming, Still Deafening. Yuragi's biggest strength is their incredible singer and her ability to melt into an instrumental in the most satisfying ways. So the songs I'm gonna highlight here are ones where she's able to do that. From Nightlife, we have the song Night is Young, which is a super impactful yet also beautiful chorus. The longing cries of Give You My Love meld perfectly into the wall of guitar noise, and it all washes over you in one incredibly beautiful wave. The drumming is also fantastic here too, especially towards the end of the song. There the track devolves into a long, constantly shifting instrumental section, and it's being propelled by drumming that constantly keeps you on your toes. And from Still Dreaming, Still Deafening, we have the similarly beautiful Bedside, specifically the album version, because there's a single version of this song that came out a couple years earlier, but it's not as good. This album version has production chops the first one didn't have, especially with the guitars. The way they envelop the singer moves her from kind of annoying in that demo version to beautiful and angelic on this version. Like I said, her voice can meld with an instrumental like no one else I've ever heard. It's incredible. Yuragi play to their strengths on these EPs to fantastic results. Now, Yuragi does have some albums that came out after these EPs, but they are iffy to say the least. Yuragi does a lot of getting away from shoegaze, and the results are very, very mixed. However, one song that is actually good from this time is I Want You By My Side, which is easily the best song in their debut album, For You, A Droid But Soft. The climax of this song is so powerful and epic that for a second, it's able to trick you into believing that the rest of the album was this good, which is no small feat, because the rest of that album sucks. Anyways, check out Yuragi if you're looking for shoegaze that's more influenced by like ambience and vibes, and also if you're looking for mediocre indie rock, because that's what their second album is for some reason. They've definitely fallen off a bit, but those first two EPs are still magic. Finally, a band that I think is kind of picking up where the Yuragi hype train left off, I'm talking about Kurayamisaka. They only have one EP out, but it's been getting some deserved attention because it's fantastic. Kimi wo Omote Iru came out in late 2022 and has slowly risen in popularity throughout this year via word of mouth, because it's just the kind of thing you hear and then immediately want to talk about. The intro is somehow the most played song here, like it's that good just on its own. It sets a fantastic tone for the rest of the EP, and its very organic sounding performance makes it feel more like a song in its own right than just a quick intro. My favorite song here has got to be Seasons, mostly for the fantastic chorus it has. The melody on this song is fantastic. It's one of my favorites I've heard recently in any genre, not just shoegaze. The drumming, just like so many of my favorite songs I've mentioned, is amazing here. The guitar also sounds vaguely inspired by like Midwest emo at points. It's weird, it's cool, and it's awesome. The closing track here, Curtain Call, is also great. While Seasons is great for the drumming, Curtain Call is great for the insane guitar riff. It is pummeling. That's something you say about metal albums usually, not about anime-themed shoegaze EPs, but it fits here because it goes so hard. It gets even better when you find this live performance of it on YouTube that honestly I might prefer to the studio version. The song is also packed with fantastic melodies, and there's more really solid drumming just to top it all off. Kurayamisaka is getting the attention it has because they feel ready to go straight out of the gate. Like, they've hit the ground running, and I truly hope they can keep it up. The sky is the limit for them if they can, especially when their debut EP is this good. Absolutely watch out for them going into the future. Now, you may be wondering, why is there no Vocaloid shoegaze here? After all, that's its own thriving scene with all kinds of great artists in it. It's pretty important in the field of Japanese shoegaze. And that's because I'm doing a completely separate video on that, just for Vocaloid shoegaze. Stay tuned, it'll be like soon, probably. Yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, sub. I hate saying that, but you have to say it. Bye.